It's not as easy as it looks.
While I sign myself up.
Right, it's time to go in for something to eat. But there's one board up. It's a funny way of doing it, but it's a tricky way. It's easier for me to do it that way. All the other stuff I'll be doing stood up, but it's because I've got all them pipes to contend with down there. So, go and have something to eat, come back out.
Hi everybody, so guess what? Got me snazzy overalls on because it's line pointing time. It's been about a year since I've done that. So it's going to feel really strange but really good to get back into the line pointing. The good news is the weather's great, so perfect for line pointing. The bad news is I'm probably going to be sweating like a pig. But that is where this week's sponsor Wild comes in. And as you guys know, we've used Wild for a long time now. We've all got our own cases, and I have now bagged this snazzy Emma Bridgewater case, which I absolutely love. Wild produce amazing refillable aluminium free deodorants. They provide 24-hour protection without compromising on performance, so don't think they won't work, because trust me, they do. They also do a range of body washes, hand washes, lip balms, some of which contain SPF, which is perfect for me because I always burn my lips. Whenever I'm in the sun, first thing to burn, my lips, weirdly, don't know why. Metal cases, really good cases, good quality, will last a lifetime. And all the packaging on the refills is compostable. Every time you buy from Wild, they will plant a tree, and I think that's absolutely amazing. One big thing that's really important to me is that all their formulas are vegan and cruelty free. Super easy to change, put a new one in. This one, they all smell amazing. Oh, yeah, fresh cotton and sea salt. I think this might be my new favourite scent actually, so I get this one. But just so you all know how easy it is to change them, just take it out of its packaging, pull off the bottom, pop it in. Nell's giving a seal of approval there. Pop it back on, twist, and there you go. Oh, so amazing. Me and Isabella fought over this one, but I won. So if you're interested in trying Wild products, if you click on the link in the description and enter Homestead20 at checkout, you will get 20% off your first order with Wild, or use the QR code that's here on the screen. Thanks again to Wild for sponsoring today's video.
Right. So Becky's not sure if she likes the stairs being plasterboarded, so she's asked me to stop, so I have. Yeah, she's looking at pictures of other ways to maybe clad the treads at the back, maybe using timber. There's a lot of head scratching, I know that, so can't complete the kitchen at this stage. So I'm going to move on to the utility room. So I need to do some more drilling. Big holes, 2 holes, one for the 16 amp in case we have to use the generator, and also one for the main armoured cable from the ESP into the house. So I just drill the holes, put the wire through to the wiring loom. I'm not doing any of that, you know, wiring up. I wouldn't know how. So I think it's Desi's son, Dara, that's actually going to wire the mains board. He's one of the lads that works for our electrician. But I can certainly get the cable in so that I can carry on boarding and get another room done. The stairs is what it is. We'll come up with something. I even thought of just cladding it with like a V-groove sort of pine. You know, I can see it done, but Becky's like, I don't know. So let Becky make a decision on what she wants to do with the stairs. I think we've still got to keep that cheek on the side so the plaster flows through, but maybe a strip of timber down there. I don't know. I'm going to not think about it. I'm just going to get to drilling.
2,000 years later.
In the direction of west side, all along the dock road as well, and still quite heavy now from after the first roundabout, just coming out on the old Dublin road. There's a little bit of a slowdown now. As a very happy Wednesday to you.
It is a hot one today. It's saying it's going to go up to 29 degrees cooking, but it's alright, it's quite cool in the house. So I'll just show you what I'm at with, because I am a busy beaver no matter what the weather. So this is the utility room. So I've done the pipes at the correct centres for the plumber, there for the brackets basically when they go on, so he's got something solid to fix to. There is so much prep basically before boarding. It's not just grab a board and chuck it on. So this detail that I put in ages ago, the DPC down there, I've sort of really welded up that corner, welded around the back of the pipe. I've just chucked 5 litres down it just to go and check the manhole that everything's flowing correct. Can you imagine that? Hot and cold feed for the washer dryer, which is going here. So now that I've got my connection detail, basically I'm just going to put the insulation in here, then I'm going to board it. I'm going to board that section, but just the general amount of debris, you know, and stuff and bits and bobs, there's a lot of little faffy bits basically to do. Get the insulation in, VCL it, airtight tape it, then I'll come along this wall. But I'm just gonna, even though it's a small room, I'm just breaking it down. Just get that back wall insulated with the first drop of VCL. Same again, first drop of VCL, because this is what I want to concentrate on today in this heat, is get this ceiling boarded. But if I can get my drops nice first, voila. So yeah, just keep going at it. It's quite hard to get the camera in there with me, so what I'm doing is I'm just clearing out the entire room because I'm tripping over everything. I'm gonna drink some more water, I know that. But yes, that is what I'm at. Just try and get this room. If I can get the VCL on and get the ceiling on, I don't know. I never really. I've given up setting crazy targets like I'll have this done today. It's a slow, methodical process. So hopefully I'll have the ceiling on and the VCL. The window details, as you've seen from the other ones, they take ages. They just take ages. So just keep plugging at it. I think that's the key. Turn the music up nice and loud. Keep chomping at it. Posca pen. These are Isabella's. It's the only pen that marks everything. Stone, concrete, VCL, plasterboard. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping this. Posca.
She keeps asking where it is.
Tell her you've lost it.
Okay.
Yeah? Just say, I've lost it.
It's lost. The black Posca pen.
Gone.
Gone.
I think this has been one of the trickiest VCL rooms so far because there's so many switches and sockets. The main loom of the house. You seen the other day when I did my drill holes through the wall, put the insulation back in, and all this DPC that was like been folded down since before the stud work. I've had to I've hoovered it underneath, and then I had to wipe it. I've wiped it all with a wipe because it just helped, you know, tape doesn't stick to dusty surfaces. So it has taken what? I've gone 5 anyway, so it has taken all day to do it, but yeah, I think that's just what it takes. Some things just take a bit longer than others, and this room has took a lot because there's a lot of pipes and yeah, there's been a lot to this tiny. It's funny, isn't it? The smallest room has been the trickiest, and we've not done the window yet. So, but I'll be chuffed once I get all these seams all taped up and everything. I can focus efforts then on the window with the insulation, the VCL, and get all that then taped up, and then we're literally ready to rock for the boarding. And it will be amazing to see this room boarded. It'll be another room done. This wall, this is an internal stud between the bathroom and the utility, so there's no VCL needed on there. There's a connection detail there, so it's just all the interior walls that are facing the stone that's getting the VCL. And this is I can't even say it, it's too hot. This detail with the black plastic, that goes onto the upstand of 25mm insulation, so the concrete wasn't touching the wall. Cold bridge. So yeah, from that very first stage there, I'm now doing the final part of that. So, but yes, it's hot. It's very hot. I just keep having breaks. I think I've drank about 3 litres of water today. So we just keep going, because if I can get this done, even if I don't get the window done today, if I can just get all this, I can now. The seams, just taping. That's all it is. Taping. I'll be chuffed. I'll go to bed tonight a happy bunny.
So yes, the pond is sadly empty, but don't panic, no, the fox did not get them. In a nutshell, Bruce decided that although he and Jemima got on absolutely amazing, he decided that he also quite fancied a little bit of the hens. And yes, that is not ideal. It could really, really injure the hens, it could kill them. It's not good. I mean, he was constantly getting attacked by the cockerel as well, and he always came off worse from that. Yet it didn't deter him. He'd still wait and see if he could find a hen on her own, and he'd just make a beeline, and it was so stressful. It was an awful time. You know, I was chasing him away all the time. So we were left with very few options really, because right now I couldn't possibly ask Sam to divert his time and our money into building some kind of duck enclosure, which would have been the only way we could have kept hold of the ducks. It just isn't possible right now. So the unfortunate alternative was that we'd need to rehome him, because I loved Jemima being here, but unfortunately I didn't want to leave her on her own, hence why we got him in the first place. I just cannot find female runner ducks, adult ones. I just can't get any. So that's why I had to get Bruce the drake in, because I just couldn't find any females to keep her company, and they need company ducks. They just can't be on their own. So I was left with a difficult decision really, and that was that I'd probably have to rehome them as a pair, because I couldn't do it to her again, to separate her from a bonded pair, just so I could selfishly keep hold of her. And yeah, we found a really amazing home for them both, and they've gone somewhere where there are other ducks, and I'm sure they're living their best lives and probably not for 1 minute bothered about me or here. But yeah, it bothered me to let go of them, and definitely bothered me to let go of Jemima. I absolutely loved having ducks around, but right now it just didn't seem to be working out, and we've got so much going on. I just couldn't do it anymore, dedicate any more time or money to it. Just had to draw a line under it. So yeah, I hope that kind of clarifies. I want to keep it as short and sweet as possible. Also, while I'm here, I'm just going to quickly mention the kittens. Some of you might have thought I'm crazy taking on kittens, but please know, the kittens are not my role. That is Isabella. She begged me to take kittens on this year. We fostered last year for the SPCA, and this year I wasn't going to do it. But when we got the message through, she was just begging me to do it. She absolutely adores taking care of them. So she is their main caregiver. She does everything. She does the eye drops that they need. She changes the litter trays, gives them food and water, cleans up after them. And we've actually now put them into what will be Isabella's bedroom, because there's so much more room, and we didn't have that last year. We had to sort of have them in the caravan, which was not ideal because they're not fully litter trained and it's just not nice. Well, this year we've obviously got a really nice warm insulated house for them to be in. So they're in there having the best times and living the best lives. But the female kitten, sadly, her eyes are just not right. They're not improving in the same way that the two boys are. We had to take her back to the vets, and the vet confirmed what we suspected, in that she's pretty much blind at the moment, and we can't know for sure yet whether that's going to be a permanent thing. The vet's hopeful that it won't be, because they do various tests, and one of the tests actually showed some response, which was when they shine the light in the eyes. All the other tests she failed, but that one she did pass. So there is hope that with some different eye drops and a little bit of time, that her eyesight might come back, at least come back more than it is now. So I just thought that would be something just to share with you all, really, because I know some of you really love the animals and that's what you watch for, and I get it. It's my passion as well. So I just wanted to give everybody a kind of an honest update and say, yeah, sorry, things just haven't worked out with the ducks and they're no longer here and I can't film them anymore, and I really loved filming them and it's sad. And right, I'm going to finish doing my washing, making the most of this amazing weather. Sam's gone off on his bike. He needed a break this morning. I think you could probably all see that, yes, on the last clip. Mentally and physically, he's struggling with plasterboarding right now, and yeah, I needed a bit of time out. So I'm making the most of getting washing done. He's gone off. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. And fingers crossed, feeling raring to go and cracking on with a bit more plasterboarding.